4 teams are remaining in the racing today. We're going to have our small final to see who is 3rd and 4th of today's virtual drone Grand Prix of the Stavanger region in Norway. Small finals time between SDT Perpetuumcoin and China Dragons. This could do wonders for them in that degree. They only joined the DCL as a permanent team last year, let's not forget. And in fact, with a big win over China Dragons, they might not only move up from last to 5th, they could even move up to 4th and take that spot from China Dragons. We will see. They'll need to score a lot here. Star 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, Creator Gamer, Danube and Silvio for China Dragons and Spain Drone Team. Star had a rough bit of flying on this at the start of today when we started all the action on this track. But I think it was his last race on it where he was very dominant. So he knows his way around this at speed now. As you can see, he's got Danube and Silvio for company, making their way around the Vanberg Tower and then down through the arches. Creator Gamer is possibly going to pass him in the opposite direction. But Star is going to get the win. Then Silvio manages to beat out his teammate Danube. Creator is back in there now, but some way behind. It's going to be a 5-all start to the small finals. 5-all, it's what you want in the finals. You know, these teams are so tightly packed together. There's more riding on STT here than China Dragons. Maybe they end their season in a much healthier position than they did last year. Right, I think we can go racing with our other pairs of pilots, Alex Zamora and Marcel Isha, Kenny FPV and debutant Duruk from Turkey. Zamora with a good start. Isha with him. Then it's the 2 pilots for China Dragons. Maybe the pressure is starting to hit the China Dragons teams as they realise this isn't just a fun race for 3rd place today that you're in. This is actually possibly the difference between being 4th and 5th in a world championship. Zamora coming a little bit alive on this. We've had a sort of mixed race from him today. Kenny chases everybody else as they weave their way through the town and head up to the Vanberg Tower, which they'll loop around now and then move on their way back. And Kenny has managed to pass his teammate Duruk. But in the front here is Alex Zamora, and there are no quads, no obstacles in front of him. Just a finish gate and a 1-2 as Isha comes in 0.4 of a second in front of either of the China Dragons pilots. And Kenny went a long way back and obviously hit something late in that track. So SDT move another step closer. I mean, if SDT end up tied with China Dragons on World Championship points, then I believe we're going to look at their heat points that they've managed to accumulate during the season. And SDT, I think, are going to have more. I think SDT are going to take 4th place unless China Dragons stop this right now in the big heat. So big heat time. Big heat of the small final. And a lot riding on it. And we're looking at Duruk, who's on his debut in the DCL and is leading the way for China Dragons. And any moment now, if he gets to turn right, may well be leading the race. Everybody's so close, except for Kenny, who's a little bit behind. And Zamora, oh, the most experienced pilot on SDT is not getting it done for them as he's right at the back. He's a 2-time world champion with X-Blades. But you know what? Danube and Silvio may well save the day as they are phenomenally good around Stavanger region, as we saw earlier on today. Silvio hasn't managed to catch Star yet, but Star hasn't managed to catch Danube yet, although he's looking like he might do. We're still watching Duruk make his way round, but at the front it is Star for China Dragons, getting Danube with 0.08 of a second. That is going to get 5 points for China Dragons and 5 points for SDT. SDT will be the 3rd place team of the virtual drone Grand Prix of the Stavanger region. They've never managed to finish a drone Grand Prix on the leaderboard. They're gonna get it done now and possibly even finish the season in a much higher place than they were expecting at the start of today. Yeah, we've had an amazing season from these pilots. Zamora's picked up 116 heat points for his team in total. Silvio, 108. That is a fantastic score for the season from him. Danube on 92. They've been in X-Blades earlier on this season as well, one of very few teams to have done so. Congratulations, SDT Perpetuumcoin. You are the Virtual Drone Grand Prix of Stavanger Region's third place team in our Drone Grand Prix, and that is a big achievement with them.